What's going on, guys? We back again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. What we're going to talk about, guys, they did you a favor when they betrayed you. They did you a favor for letting you go. You see, you didn't do anything to them. They just decided that it was time for them to move on. But what they didn't know is that they actually did you a favor. They saved you time and frustration, because you was going to deal with a lot of frustration, a lot of issues, but you decided you're not going to let that get the best of you. And when the turbulence started, when you heard the bad news, they thought that they were making your life miserable. They thought they had you at that moment. But the truth is, they did you a favor. A lot of times when people betray us, it feels as if though we have to do something about it. Like we have to show them who's boss or set the record straight. No, it meant that they're doing you a favor. Them betraying you brought you peace. And a lot of times we try to figure out why someone decided to let us go or betray us, and we be doing everything in our power to keep certain relationships going. We want to ask them why. We want to find out why. There's no need to be trying to figure out why. Let them go. Let them go. They're doing you a favor. It's time for you to elevate yourself and recognize your worth, and realize that it's not worth the frustration of having to explain and figure out why they chose to do what they do. They're doing you a favor. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where someone that was close to you gave you some sort of bad news, told you that you weren't good enough, or whatever it is they did, just know that the setback that you're dealing with is actually for your benefit, because you don't have nothing to prove. You have your own life to live. People have their life to live, and it makes no sense. You know, it's just something that you must understand, because a lot of times we be trying to explain ourselves against people that they already decided how they feel about us. They decided already this is what they're gonna do, and you gotta make your mind up not to let that type of stuff bother you, not to let that type of stuff get the best of you. You understand? Too many times you find yourself in situations where people cut you off, or they do certain things in your life, and you feel you have to explain in order to keep them near, in order to keep them by you. Those days are over, guys. You got to recognize your worth and realize that when people show you who they are, you got to believe them. You got to accept it for what it is, and don't fight to keep relationships going that are toxic, that actually don't even benefit you or your family. You know, it's just something that you must learn how to cultivate, because a lot of times people want to keep bad relationships going. It's like you don't even know the relationship is bad. You don't even know. And you have to recognize that. You have to recognize when certain relationships are not good, they're not healthy. So when someone betrays you, they start to talk about you negative, they cut you off, whatever it is they do, don't try to fight to keep that relationship going. Don't try to plead with them on why they choose to let you go. Just know that them letting you go is for your benefit. You don't got anything to prove. You ain't losing no sleep, because I really don't care at the end of the day. I'm doing me. I'm living my life. Too many times we get offended when people betray us. No, don't get offended. Recognize that them betraying you is actually a blessing, because you got to think about all the trouble you was going to be dealing with such a person. You got to think about that. If they would have remained in your life, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, they didn't cut you off, they didn't betray you. Think about the drama that you're avoiding when they choose to walk. You're avoiding a lot of heartache and pain. So you got to count it as a blessing when people choose to cut you off, betray you, or whatever the situation is. You got to look at it that way. You don't want to look at it like, oh, I need to fight to keep this relationship alive. What are you keeping in a relationship alive that is toxic? It don't even make any sense. Like, why would you want a toxic relationship to continue? Why would you want to do that to yourself? It don't even make any sense. You would want to keep the positive people working with you, the positive people that understand you, people that are going to benefit your walk, benefit your life. You don't want to be having people around you that's going to always keep you trying to explain yourself. It's like, you've been explaining yourself too long. Enough of all the explaining, guys. Recognize your blessings when they come. Recognize your blessings when they're knocking at the door. When people betray you, yes, it's unfortunate, and sometimes you're trying to figure out, well, why? I mean, I thought they were cool. Well, maybe God don't feel that way. Maybe they're not cool. Maybe it's time for you to recognize that the whole time you've been thinking this person was with you, they were against you the whole time. So you got to count that as a blessing. You got to really count that as a blessing and recognize that it's time for them to go. And that's how you got to see things, guys. You got to see it for what it really means. So stop trying to keep toxic relationships going. When people show you who they are, you got to believe them. Do you understand me? When people show you that they don't have your best interests at heart, you got to cut those people off. You got to get to the point in your life where you recognize that if the company you keep is not causing you to have peace, then you got to cut them off. I choose peace. I choose to protect my energy. I literally focus on my solitude. I don't got time to be around toxic energy, because that type of stuff is a cancer to your life. You know what I mean? So if you want to have peace of mind, you got to cut off all the people that are bringing you down. If people are not helping you to grow, if they're not increasing you, if they're not helping you to be a better person, if the company you keep is not challenging you to make better decisions, then you got to cut them off, guys. You can't have that type of energy around you because it's toxic and it's a lot of work to maintain. Too many times we keep company like that where it's just not even helping us to grow. Sometimes you have people that are in relationships and the relationship ain't going nowhere. I mean, let's say you're in a dating relationship and whatnot, right? And you're a woman and you're trying to figure out, well, this guy, he ain't proposed yet. He ain't ready to settle down. And you're wasting years and years and years with somebody that don't know where they're going. You want to go where you want to go. You already have your mind made up on what you want to do, but they don't have their mind made up. So that's wasting your time. That's wasting your energy, you know? So you want to make sure that you're with people that are going places. Imagine being in a business. Imagine trying to start something productive, and it's like, wow, the person that I'm with, they're not even trying to go anywhere. They're not even trying to grow with me. You don't want to be around people that you're with and pretty much they're not growing with you. You've outgrown them. Sometimes people will try to sabotage what you're doing by purposely not elevating themselves, not applying themselves. And now you find yourself literally trying to drag them along, trying to pull them up the ladder. They don't want to go. So why are you wasting your time trying to pull a dead carcass? Why would you want to do that to yourself? You know, it don't even make any sense. So be mindful of that, guys. Be mindful of that. Don't let people keep you in a box, in a bubble, and they're not being productive. They're not focusing on moving when you're moving, and now they're trying to sabotage everything that you're doing. Don't let that happen to you, you know, because they'll try to betray you in order to make you feel that something is wrong. But that's how they do it, man. That's how they do it. Now, I originally came into the park, guys, to do my content, but I'm gonna do a little jog around because I took like 2 days off, guys. So I'm gonna kind of just hold the camera in the front and do a little jog, a little something, you know. So let's go. Now I'm holding it with one hand, guys, so it's kind of awkward, but nonetheless, I want to get some work in. I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. I did this in one of my other videos, but I didn't upload it yet. I'm looking at the ground, but it doesn't matter. Not cool running with this in your hand. So I wanted to put in a little work. Because I didn't really come out to do any jogging or running. I just came out to do this content. But since I'm here, might as well I get some work done. So guys, when people choose to let you go, let them go. And don't try to explain yourself. Stop trying to mend relationships that are toxic. It don't make no sense. Because they're not trying to help you. They were trying to destroy you. And now that you see the truth, you're supposed to recognize that and let them go. You know? There's nothing wrong with that, guys. There's nothing wrong with moving on from a bad situation. A lot of times your blessings be in the fact that somebody chose to betray you. And a lot of times it happened when you really need them. It happened when you really need them in your life, and you end up having them there, and the whole time they've been plotting against you, you know? So if you're going through things like this, where you find yourself trying to contact people to explain to them why they don't talk to you no more, why they don't call you no more, what are you explaining yourself for? If they not talking to you no more, you supposed to celebrate, because that means that they decided they don't want you around them no more. So it don't make no sense to try explain yourself to people that don't want to have nothing to do with you. You know? It's really serious, man. It's really, really serious, man. And I need for you to understand that. I need for you guys to really wake up and stop allowing the negative energy to keep you explaining yourself to people that got issues with you. We can't please everybody. You know, we really can't. All we could do is please God. That's all we could do. Can't please people, man. People are gonna be people. People are gonna do what they do. So you gotta recognize that and do what you do. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't want to have nothing to do with you, and stop feeling guilty as if though you did something to them. In most cases, you didn't do anything to nobody. You're just being you. And they are having an issue with the fact that you're being you. They're having an issue that you decided that you want to improve your life. Sometimes people will cut you off or betray you because they see that you're elevating and they're not. So they will make you out to be the bad guy. How many of you been there where people try to make you out to be the bad sport? They want you to be the bad guy. They want to try to make you feel as if though you're guilty of something, or you did something to cause them pain, and you didn't do anything to them. You just been pretty much being yourself, doing what you do, and they don't like that, you know? So at the end of the day, guys, it is very important for you to recognize your strengths, recognize who you are, and just live by that, and stop trying to fit in. Even if you have to walk this out alone, even if, you know, nobody's there with you, even if nobody cares, you just got to be about your business. You know, be about your business, guys, and stop explaining yourself. We did too much explaining, and they still don't understand you. So why keep explaining yourself when they don't care? It don't make no sense. We got our whole life ahead of us. We don't got time to be explaining ourselves to demons and people that don't see the greatness in us. You got to recognize the greatness in you. You got to recognize the greatness in you, and you got to cultivate who you are, and you got to be motivated at all times. That's why I do these walks. That's why I do these workouts, because it allows me to have mental clarity. It allows me to focus on what's important and get my mind off the BS. It allows me to get away and get my mind straight. And a lot of you need to learn how to understand to get your mind straight, recalibrate your mind, and stop allowing people to keep you distracted where you're no longer doing what you love to do. A lot of you stop doing the things that you love to do because you allowed people to make you feel like you can't be yourself anymore. You know, a lot of you guys, man, used to have fun, used to do your thing, and because it seemed like people been betraying you, you've been kind of rolling solo, and in your solo journey, you kind of let yourself go, and you stop doing the things that you enjoy. Nah, you got to get out there and you got to enjoy yourself, and don't let nobody break you, you know? Because sometimes people do things to discourage you. I mean, just today, I was on Instagram and I ran across a woman on the timeline that I remember I was cracking jokes on her. And for whatever reason, I had apologized after probably like 2 months. And I told her that I apologize and I'm sorry for cracking jokes on her. And it was because I was just trolling a little bit, but I felt bad. And she accepted my apology and whatnot, and that was cool. I felt good about that. But we're not gonna always get that. We're not gonna get people that's gonna apologize for the things that they do, you know? So let me do some push-ups over here. Give me a minute, because I'm trying to do, I don't even know if I could be seen, but da. Yeah, so don't let people make you feel like you're not I guess, worthy to do the things that you love to do. Don't let them do that to you guys, because a lot of times people will betray you, and then what happens is, because you thought that that person was someone who meant a lot, or at least that's what you thought. You thought that they meant the world, or you thought that you needed them to be who you are. Sometimes that's what get you. It could be that way in a dating relationship. It could be that way in a dating relationship where you can have a woman who she's connected with some guy, and for whatever reason she feels as though the breakup make her feel like her life is over because she really need this guy in her life. Look, you don't need him. You know, you don't need him at all. So what's the point? You know, sometimes it could be the reverse. Sometimes you could be a guy and a woman that you were with, you thought that she rocked with you, and she probably cut you off and whatnot. And the thing that you have to understand is, it's a blessing. It's not for you to get upset. You're supposed to be thankful when certain people cut you off. Be thankful about that. You know? Don't feel like you gotta prove yourself. Don't feel like you have to explain. You don't gotta explain nothing, man. If somebody wanna cut you off, if somebody don't wanna be your friend, if people don't wanna rock with you no more, then forget those people, man. You got enough to be worried about in your own personal life. Okay? So we're gonna get up on out of here, gang. I'm gonna go head on back home, boil some egg whites, and do what I do. So rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and blessings to everybody, and just remember to be positive. Do things that's going to keep your mind stimulated, you know, whether that be taking a walk in the park, working out, whatever it may be. Just do what is necessary to keep yourself active, you know, because to me, that's the main objective, keeping yourself active. And again, working out is not about trying to look good. Working out is for mental clarity, guys. Mental clarity, that's what it's all about. You want to get your mind right. You want to be able to meditate and allow your thoughts to be, you know, put in a safe space. That's what you want to do. So rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.